I'm so lost. Why am I even here?
You will always be your longest friend. Heal so you can see attention isn't love, attachment isn't connection, and the bare minimum is not effort. Slow down and be there for yourself. Celebrate the small wins. Be there for yourself during the hard times. And cultivate a relationship with self where above all else, you can trust yourself. At the end of the day gotta end. And when you promise yourself that you'll always be there for yourself, you'll realize that everything you need is within you. When you have a good relationship with self, you stop seeking that outside validation. By the way, welcome. I'm glad you're here. My name is Sage, and I originally started this channel back in 2020 with the intention of spreading my natural hair care knowledge with you guys, which wasn't much at the time because I believed that all natural hair was good hair. And I knew that if at my big age of 22 that I didn't know how to do my natural hair, that there was someone else out there that might also be having a similar experience. I got relaxers from ages 12 to 22 in an attempt to fit in with the girls at my predominantly white suburban high school. It did not stop the microaggressions, but people did compliment me a whole lot more when my hair was relaxed, so I kept it like that until I graduated college. And somehow I convinced myself that having a relaxer was a lot more low maintenance than having my natural hair. Something shifted that last year of college. I started to meditate and pray, searching to figure out who I was and what I wanted to be. One of the first things I thought about was my hair. As I was starting to accept myself on the inside and love who I was as a person, I realized that I also needed to accept my outside and embrace my natural hair as it grew from my head. Because at that point, I didn't even know what my natural hair looked like or what my curls were going to grow into. Anywho, I'd go on to grow my hair for 7 years and then chop it off last year and get to this space that I'm at now. And if you'd like to see more of that journey, I have videos on my natural hair journey as well as the big chop and updates, so you can go ahead and check those out. Anywho, that's all to say, in my experience, the more I poured into myself and gave myself the love that I craved from others, the less I became toxically and anxiously attached to people, and honestly, the more I felt peace. I hope you enjoy the rest of this vlog, and if you're watching this, let me know something you love about yourself in the comments. Hi, how are you? I don't have much to say. My capacity, I didn't even let you answer the question. How are you? I'm not well, thanks for asking. Anywho, I don't have much to say right now. My capacity to create is very low, and I'm having this push and pull feeling like you have to get back to work even though you're grieving, but also didn't I say something like where is it? It's somewhere on my board here. Right here. I am in no rush. I will take the scenic route. And didn't I start off this series saying something like, I believe I can live a soft and slow life? Like, I don't need to grind. I don't need to hurry up and get back to work, even though I kind of have and feel empty inside. In an effort to not push myself to create too hard, but also be authentic and show up for myself, because creating is something that makes me happy. And we're focusing on things that make us happy. Like, what is the point of all this? There really is no point. But the point, I don't even know what I'm saying. The point is to do the things that make you happy, because there is no point. So what makes me happy is creating. And even though I don't feel like I have the capacity to create, and even though I feel like I don't want to create and I don't feel creative, we're going to continue on with this video because I had the idea when I was in a creative space. And so now it's so hard when editing you has an idea or creative director you has an idea and then model you has to now bring it to life. It's a lot. But anywho, I haven't really thought about this exact portion of what I was going to say. And like I said, I don't have many words, but not a lot of words to me is a lot of words to somebody else because I can really say a lot of words at a lot of times. But that is besides the point. We're going to clear up some space. Whenever I feel like my mental isn't clear, one thing that helps me kind of get back into track or just kind of fall into being productive, even though my productivity does not equal my worth, as a reminder, and it does not equal yours. Being productive and moving does help. Physically moving the body does help get out of a cycle of negative thoughts or sad thoughts. So we're going to do that. We're going to move the body and clear space at the same time. And then I'm just going to clean out the fridge, take everything out, do all of the dishes, and kind of just get the kitchen into a more clean space. And maybe that'll spark something else. If not, oh well. But if so, yay. I'm going to get a couple things done and then we shall move to the kitchen.
Get her doctors. I told him I couldn't tell those niggas, hey, you acting like you didn't trust me.
You 6?
Oh.
Hey girl, I don't really know where we left off in the vlog, but I'm outside, we're here in the garden, and I think that we should have a little garden update because I learned a couple things. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm definitely a beginner gardener, and I did my research before, I looked things up, but made a couple mistakes along the way, so I thought I would just share as I am also learning too. So I learned, well, I thought originally that we had to plant everything before the end of April or beginning of May-ish, but a lot of the things that we planted are actually better for the fall season. Like, I was wondering, we had broccoli over there, and I'm like, why is the broccoli, like, it's so bright out, by the way. I'm like, why is the broccoli like sprouting at the top, but then that was it for like 3 weeks? Well, it was because broccoli likes a maximum temperature of 75, and it's been 95 in Chicago, so our broccoli is fried, died, and laid to the side. Apparently, broccoli, cabbage, lettuce, pretty much everything that we planted flourishes better during the fall season. So we might have to switch that up and take some things out of the raised bed and put them in some planters. Speaking of, I have this garlic that has the sprouts, 2 little sprouts right there, and I was gonna plant it today, but I probably should specifically look that up like right now, because if I had ginger on deck, oh my gosh, that would be life-changing. Ginger, garlic, and onion. Okay, in the spring after the last frost where the temperature is warm. Oh, so I probably should have already planted it. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I'm like, what? It was a bug. Oh, I have to look at my zone too. Okay, so if I do want to plant it, it's saying to start inside after the last frost, which is usually April for us. So it's looking like and it can last in temperatures 70 to 90, but it's been pretty hot. So I think I'm gonna put it in this pot out here. What the? That is huge. Kane, back up. Leave it, Kane. Don't get that. He's like so interested in all moving bugs and things. Okay, yeah, we're gonna plant it in this planter, and then I'll show y'all like a little update of what we have in the garden. The Chaos Flower Garden, oh my gosh, she's doing so well. Come on. So excited with how this is turning out. Like, look. Hold on, let me move my shadow. Like, look. Okay, and then this is our accidental lettuce. I like dumped out our pots from last year, and this just came from the ground. So I don't know how, out of all the things we're making, the lettuce is surviving the best compared to everything else. But we do have our lilies, which they look like they're trying to bud here. There's 2, I thought I saw the other day. Oh, here we go. Here's the other one. And then I put 2 other lily plants in there, like after this one, so they might also sprout. And we are getting peppers as well. I think the thing that I'm learning about gardening, we haven't got any strawberries yet, is that for us, the containers have been working better than the raised. Because look at us. I'll insert a clip of where we started with the raised bed and where we're at now. We haven't seen much growth. We do have peppers. I feel like peppers are really easy to grow. And then this one too. Ah, look at her. I feel like this one might almost be ready to harvest too. And then over here too, there's a little pepper on the edge. But other than that, we haven't seen a ton of growth, and I think it is because it's been so hot. Because the broccoli, we knew something was weird because it's like you can see the little broccolis, but this one and all the ones in the front also, but we cut them. They had these flowers on top. When we looked it up, they were like, oh, the flowers mean it's ready to harvest. I'm like, that is not ready to harvest broccoli. Okay, we're gonna do this in the shade. Oh, gosh, that one was heavy. What's in there? Looks like we have a little, I don't know if this is weed or grass, but something's growing, so that feels like a good sign. So I did learn that you have to do, like the sprouts are going this way, and someone said eyes to the sky. So we're gonna put her in just flat and see what happens. Let me go get the hose and give it a full water, put it in the sun, and say a prayer. I'm gonna finish watering the garden, and I'm gonna finish watering the garden and then have me a little day. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this vlog. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Naturally Sage.